ABC. This is Dave in Texas here, and I was going to respond to Steve's channel, which is celebrating his 400 subs, and his channel is called Psych in the Valley, and I really wasn't familiar with it until I started seeing some of the people post their albums, you know, entering his contest, and so I watched those. And then I thought I'd enter too. I subbed his channel, and you know, we'll start watching some of his videos. But I thought I would join everybody and showing some album covers here. He wanted you to show album covers that had trains, planes, and automobiles on them, or any form of transportation. And so here we go. Now, one of the earliest forms of transportation, at least that I know of, is walking. And so here we have the Beatles' Abbey Road cover with them walking across the road. They said we walk at about average speed about 3 miles per hour. So Abbey Road with the Beatles. Here's the British group Camel. The album cover is supposed to look like that. It looks kind of wavy, but yeah, camel is a mode of transportation. Here's another one by the Asian Kotaro synthesizer player. It's his Silk Roads album with the Camel Caravan on it, and a guy leading them. Good album too, 2-record set. A lot of people used horses as a mode of transportation. This is a Marshall Tucker Band. This is one of my favorite albums by them. Kind of started getting into some jazz, that, you know, adding it to the mix. I particularly like the song Running Like the Wind on here. And so yeah, Marshall Tucker Band, Running Like the Wind. This is another one by Kotaro. This is a good one here, along with Silk Roads. This is India, and it's got a picture of a sort of a sailboat type boat out there on the horizon. You know, I'm sure it's particular to that area of the world, but yeah, Kotaro India, good album. This one is called Getting Around by Dexter Gordon. It's got several good players on here, Bobby Hutcherson and Billy Higgins among others, but there he is on bicycles on the cover. This is on the Riverside label, I believe. This is another picture of a horse on the cover. This is Paul Simon's Graceland. I believe this is the one that he started incorporating either African melodies or Latin American melodies. But I believe it was Latin America. But either way, it's a really good album by Paul Simon, Graceland. Didn't have too many trains to pick from, but I found one anyway. This is Grand Funk Railroad's Greatest Hits. And that's a picture of a train wreck, evidently. But on the back, it's got a picture of a train coming through a building, and it doesn't surprise me. I used to work on a railroad, and there are occasional accidents that happen. Not as bad as these, but they do happen. This is one of my favorite Jefferson Airplane albums. It's After Bathing at Baxter's, with a picture of a biplane, drawing of a biplane on the cover. And always like the cover, and of course it's got like a sort of a refuse or a junk pile below, you know, saying consume this and, you know, buy that. Pretty typical of albums from that area. Good psychedelic album too. This is a picture of a car on the cover, Delaney, Bonnie and Friends. This has Eric Clapton playing with them. I believe that's a Rolls Royce. I could be mistaken. I don't know my old cars that well, but it kind of looks like maybe it's one. Of course, this is the group on the back, and you know, recorded live. Pretty good album. On up into the modern age. This is that Metheny Group. As far as transportation goes, Airstreams on the cover, which used to be really big. You know, now that gas prices have gone up so much, I don't know that Airstreams are you know, as popular as they used to be way back when. This is Pat Metheny Group's American Garage. Again, another really good album with the I think the general lineup, the classic lineup as far as I'm concerned, of the Pat Metheny Group, with Lyle Mays on piano and keyboards, Mark Egan plays bass, and Dan Gottlieb on bass, or excuse me, on drums, and Pat Metheny on guitars. There's another car, if you can see it right there, sticking out of the garage. This is Stephen Stills' album. I think it's maybe his 4th or 5th album. It's one of his later ones, solo albums. Sort of a surreal picture of a speedboat on the cover. But then is on the back, you can see the real thing there. I don't know if Steve Stills was a speedboat enthusiast back then, or if he was just doing it for fun, but yeah, I don't know if I'd get on there with him. Right By You is the name of the album, and pretty good album, rock and roll. And I think this is my last album. I think I showed 10 plus. This is the Minutemen's Double Nickels on the Dime, and it looks like I don't know which one of them this is. I think it's their bass player, which I never can remember his name, but looks like he's in a Volkswagen Bug, or a Volkswagen. To me, that looks like what kind of automobile that is. And then on the back, you've got the Econoline van here, and then you got another automobile here. Don't know what it is, but this is a great one of their best albums as far as I'm concerned, the Minutemen, out of California, and it's just got all kind of songs on this, and they're all real fun. This was when they were really popular back in the heyday, but yeah, great album. And I'll throw in one CD I found. This is Discover America by Dyke Parks, with some buses on the front. And as you know, Dyke Parks started helping Brian Wilson sort of after the Beach Boys broke up and everything. But this is Dyke Parks on a CD, and pretty interesting songwriting and what have you. But there you go, Steve. Like I said, I subscribe to your channel, and I guess it's better late than never. But I see that other people have been subbing your channel too as well, so you know, looks like you'll be getting some new viewers here with the contest and everything, and we'll wish you good luck on your contest, and you know, happy finds as far as the finding music and everything goes. So anyway, wanted to join in. Hope everybody's enjoying their spring, And here in Texas we've got bucket loads of water, which I can really do without by now. My allergies are starting to bother me. But anyway, just wanted to say hey and show support. So talk to you later.